Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, people. Sort of a bad joke, I know. Anyway, I want to discuss with you something. Of course, I'm out here in my work clothes and everything, and it's hot summer weather. But I want to discuss with you the little problems that I've had. I think you will have it too in the course of time when you're successful in selling items. It's something to do with something like this. You might sell something like this, and of course I would never sell a dock here. But if I suppose I did, and I put it in a box, and then I couldn't find it. Now, why is that a problem? Let me show you some of the situation that I have to deal with here. Now, these are just examples of totes here. I'm not exactly sure. This is in, well, no, first of all, let me just talk about the different totes here. And the thing is I have about, boy, what do I have? I think I have about 110, 115 totes. And I don't know where, and if I put something in, the old days I had to dig through it to find it. Well, how can I find it in that? Well, what I did with some of them, I separated, put clothes in one and merchandise in the other, but then it kind of got out of balance and everything. So how do I find what I need to find quickly without having to spend all day trying to remember where it is? This is what I actually have started to do. And I noticed, for instance, when I watched Lonnie in the Shed, he'd say, well, it's on the Molly Shed, or it's in the eBay something, shelf or something. And I thought to myself, well, that's nice, but I named my totes too, but then it kind of got complicated, and I realized there's a trick, and I watched somebody else, and I figured out what they were doing. I might have something like this. I might have the number 35 written on the item description at the end. That tells me that this particular item is in box 35. Now, I did that with clothes, but then later on, since I already used those numbers, what am I going to do? Because the other ones I used letters like B and C and A and B. Well, I went and used another guide, and I made them 1 through 72 so I could find, because I didn't always follow the alphabet. The point is this. When I look on the sold merchandise and I look in the description, I look in the bottom of the description, there's my code. That's where it's at. Sometimes you can put it in the beginning, but I found that to be a problem because sometimes it gives you a false indication of what the merchandise is, especially if you put down number 6 and then you put the product, they think they're getting 6 of them. So it's best to put it in the description where you can find it, and that'll prove to be helpful. Many of you would like to order from me on Mercari. Most people are hard to find. I don't know how they find us, but they told me this is my address. This is the address I can give people if they want to find my products on Mercari. On Poshmark, it's simply Doc Spot. But as I said before, Mercari seems to be the best for me, and it makes it possible for me to sell more efficiently if you can find this stuff. So I hope that's helpful to you, because for me, it's just saved me so anxiety. And, I used to have more hair, or at least it wasn't this color. I'm just kidding. So anyway, and of course, I'd like to conclude with a brief little joke. Man went to work, and his boss approached him. He says, John, I want to talk to you. He says, well, what's the problem? He says, this is the 3rd day in a row you've been late. You know what that means? The man says, yeah, it's Wednesday. Thank you, folks. And be sure you subscribe and ring that bell and do whatever you need to do, and we'll look forward to continuing doing business with you. So thanks a lot. Appreciate this.